since November, it's Late Night Special! Tonight's special guest from Archer and Dad's Garage, Amber Nash. From Mad TV and Happy Together, Stephnie Wier. From the Bottle Blondes podcast, Adrien, Werner, and Hallie Zmroczek. Comedian Adam Posse. Musical guest Kris Doty. House band the Speshies. And your hosts Stacey, Hallal, and Jay
Welcome back! Oh my God, welcome back.
Hello, nice to see you. By round of applause, who has seen a late night special before? Great, welcome back to the six of you. We're so excited. We love doing this show. We've been doing it, every week since the first Saturday of January.
This is our 11th show.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I mean, let's just jump right in because there's been so much news, and we have such a star-studded show. So it turns out, that the Facebook CEO and possible replicant Mark Zuckerberg, he wants to build a brain-computer interface that can read all of our thoughts. Okay, Mark, go ahead and read my thoughts real quick. Got it. Okay.
NASA has just scheduled for the first time in history an all-female spacewalk.
Yeah.
On the International Space Station. Yeah. It sounds good. It's exciting, right? Until you find out that the female astronauts only get 70% of the oxygen that the men usually do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're expected to perform just as well.
Yeah. That's a big glass ceiling in space. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, a U.S. Navy ship has been quarantined at sea for more than 2 months due to a viral outbreak similar to mumps. Now, the ship's name is the USS Vancouver, Washington.
Get vaccinated! Just do it! People in Los Angeles were delighted this week when the city was swarmed by millions of painted lady butterflies. Aw. Yeah, scientists predict that these butterflies that were once full of life and hope will dry up and shrivel in about 4 weeks, drop out of their UCB improv class, and move back to the small town they came from. Like every other Hollywood hopeful.
Heading back to Bucyrus.
Yeah.
Well, an employee of an Ohio brewery announced that he will be giving up food for a beer-only diet for Lent. Now, in addition, he's also giving up his job, his wife, speaking coherently, and any chance of fitting into a size medium t-shirt.
That'll probably work.
Yeah. Thank you, God.
According to the magazine Time Out, New York City has been named the most exciting city in the world.
Wow.
Yeah, it beat out London, Chicago, and Melbourne, Australia. But coming in dead last for the 8th year in a row, Tigard, Oregon.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tigard.
They have a target now.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. Well, a Broadway musical featuring the music of Britney Spears was announced this week, and the plot, we're not making this up, is about a feminist fairy tale comedy featuring Snow White, Cinderella, and other princesses. Now, while potentially convoluted storyline, this show is still expected to make more sense than the movie Crossroads.
It's true.
It's true.
A plane on its way to Malaysia turned around after a mom on board realized she left her baby back at the airport. Don't feel too bad. Turns out baby was the name of her carry-on suitcase full of cocaine.
Yeah. Okay. Now, in California, more than 60 goats have been stolen from farms in a case that is both baffling farmers and police. Now, in lighter news, everyone here tonight is invited over to my house for a quick yoga session and for goat tacos!
Goat tacos!
Goat tacos! Goat tacos! It's not
That sounds like a euphemism.
The Alaskan legislature has voted to become the first state to allow cannabis cafes.
Yeah.
That means you'll be able to buy and use cannabis in the same place and make the bears that go through their dumpsters incredibly chill.
Real chill. Real
It's like
chill.
a win-win for everybody.
Now, a woman from Spain suffered a severe allergic reaction after swallowing her partner's semen. Damn. That just really ruins that this is full of protein argument. I'm gay, so I don't know.
And finally, a man threatened to sue the MIT Technology Review this week after an article was published stating that all hipsters look the same. And he thought they were using a picture of him to illustrate that point. Turns out it was a stock photo of a completely different white man in a beanie. So let's just take a quick look at that photo. No, it wasn't that photo.
That wasn't him? Okay.
No,
Wait, is it him? No,
not
wait.
that photo.
Wait,
no, that's just a beanie.
Just a beanie? Wait, what?
No, that's our writer, Carl.
Yeah, he works for us.
I took that this afternoon.
Yeah, wait, is it
not
him?
that one. Nope,
No,
not that
wait,
guy.
him?
Nope, not. There it is.
Oh,
there it is.
So different.
Yeah.
So different. Yeah.
Hey, it's late night special.
Yeah!
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yes, there's nothing in there. Okay.
It's props.
Yum, vodka.
Use your imaginations.
Wow. I'm imagining how quenching that water isn't. So, oh, Jay, nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
It's been another quick week.
Another quick week.
It's going by fast, but it's been beautiful out. Have you guys been enjoying the beautiful weather? Yeah, getting a little sun back up.
My window was open in the car.
Intentionally?
Intentionally.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's new? What's been going on?
I got pulled over by a police officer today.
Whoa. Who's applauding that?
So exciting.
So excited.
So I was driving on MLK, and I don't know if you noticed, but in Portland, like, all of a sudden everybody just sucks at driving.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. And I just use my horn a lot, and I have a horn hero who taught me about using the horn for all forms of communication. One of those communications is shame, so I like to horn shame people. And so, like, somebody was stupidly, like, parallel parking, like, in an MLK spot, and they weren't, like, a sleuth about it. It was like, burr, burr, and I was like, they're from Washington. And I just kind of gave him, like, kind of a vicious horn, and I was like, burr, and, like, kind of went around him or whatever, and then, like, a second later, boop, like, pulled over. And I had my license ready and my white privilege.
And so, I mean, to be clear, you got pulled over for honking your horn.
I did.
That's how bored Portland police officers are.
Yeah. How much? 0.
The system works!
Some people over
There was a very stern, like, hey, this is.
Okay, this
It was a
lady
female
was
cop.
excited that you got pulled over, and this one's really upset that you honked your horn.
I know, yeah.
They're together.
They're together. Well, I just was like, yeah, you're right. And she's like, it's for emergencies only, you know, like, and she kind of was like, just drive nice. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you got like a passive-aggressive pullover, which you then responded to in a passive-aggressive Oregonian way.
I did,
In
yeah.
Boston, they would have been like, you gotta fucking honk that horn louder next time. And it would have been like, fuck you, you don't know loud. Like, that's the way we do things in Boston.
Yeah.
Honk at the cop.
You know,
Like, this motherfucker!
I did once have a New Yorker in my car once, and I was honking or whatever, and he kind of looked at me and was like, man, you could drive in New York. And I was like, yes! That's the best thing that's ever been said to my Honda. So.
Oh my gosh. So last week we played a game.
Yes.
Called Trending Topics, where we got to know you a little bit
Yeah,
better.
I participated in one of the 9 things. I had a beeper.
But they were all from his. He's a millennial, so it was millennial things. He's just barely millennial.
I'm barely.
Don't get too excited.
I'm a Generation Y. You know, is
Yeah,
anybody with me?
You wouldn't honk your horn if you were full millennial.
Yeah, full millennials. Like, I'm thinking about it. No, I'm not.
I'm solidly Generation X. So I grew up.
And my cousin is like Generation X as well. So like Nirvana, like Nevermind was like the thing.
Yeah, and grunge, like, is when the Pacific Northwest, you know, had its, I don't know, the first, as far as I knew, sort of cultural phenomenon. Slacker, the movie Slackers of that generation. So we're gonna play trending topics tonight.
Yeah, but it's your turn.
My generation, to see what trends of my generation did I participate in and not in. Trending topics.
Trending topics, things people are talking about.
No,
McKinley, yeah.
But I don't want to play. I don't want to play alone. I want like a special audience member to come up here and join me on the couch. Who wants to? You said shame to me a second ago. So get the fuck up here, bitch. Come on up here. Take a seat. Take a seat. What is your name?
Lauren.
Lauren.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Lauren, here's your microphone.
Oh, she's
There
all
you go.
polite now.
I know.
When she was in the dark, she's like,
Thank
shame! And now she's like, thank you.
So we are gonna play. You can look at Stacey as well.
I'm here too, hi.
We're gonna play trending topics, and we're gonna see an image of something. We have 8 things, and we have to determine if Stacey participated in the trending topic back in the day. We're playing. The audience is kind of
What
playing.
generation are you? It's Lauren? Yours your
Well, how do we define the generation?
name? They're defined by years that you were born. Lauren is your name? Have you had a couple names?
I was born in the 80s.
You were born in the 80s.
I was actually born today. Is it before midnight?
Did I pick the right person?
At first I thought you weren't gonna pick her, and I was like, good instincts, Jay. And then
Are you gonna pull it around?
I actually think it's my birthday. Is it March
it's not
16th?
midnight yet. So it's the day before your
It's
birthday.
my birthday.
It is still your birthday. Oh, happy birthday.
All right. Well, you're playing. You're playing. You're
Thank you.
playing, and the audience is playing. So, okay, here we go. Are you ready, Stacey?
I'm ready.
All right. Trending topic number 1: a Cabbage Patch doll.
So this is earlier childhood when they first
Yeah.
came out, and it was madness. Cabbage Patch
Do you
dolls.
think she participated in this?
Do I think Stacey did?
Yeah.
Did
Absolutely,
And
yes.
You're saying yes. I'm gonna say yes. What do you think,
100%.
audience? Okay.
Yes.
That's like 5,000 yeses.
Yeah, I
Yes.
did not have a cabbage.
No!
Oh, decoy!
As I mentioned, I'm
not?
from Boston. My parents were like, I'm not gonna wait in some fucking line all night to get a piece of shit doll.
That was your parents' choice.
Yeah. They were,
Okay.
and they were very expensive.
They were.
I
How
never
much
had
were they?
one.
They didn't have Craigslist back
no,
then.
no. Like-
Not when they were way in demand.
Yeah.
Like back then, people were buying a ton of them and then reselling them for like thousands of dollars.
Oh my
Yeah, it was
Next
crazy.
time.
Next time. My next life, I'll get a Cabbage
Okay.
Patch doll.
Trending topic number 2: koala clip. A koala clip.
Does anybody know these?
I had one of those.
Those were also like
Yeah.
brand new. Everyone went crazy for those.
Oh my God, a koala clip. What do you think, audience? No? What do you think?
Split.
No, I
No.
think it's a big no.
I'm gonna say yes. Yes.
I have a story for this. Yes, I had one.
Oh yeah!
And it was the first thing I ever stole.
Whoa!
I wanted one really bad, and like I don't know if it was Spencer's or some store like at the mall, and I was like, I'm gonna buy one. And they were like $9.95 for a little koala clip, and I felt it was unjust, and I stole one and didn't sleep for 2 weeks. I was sure I was gonna get arrested. I was trying to figure out how to get back in the store and put it back.
So what's the statute of limitations on this?
I
Just out of
don't know,
curiosity.
but Jay's police officer is about to come in and arrest me. Way worse than honking your
Quick
horn.
trending topics. Have I, yes or no, been arrested for shoplifting?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Oh!
Okay, back on Stacey.
No story.
Nope. Number 3: permed hair. Permed hair.
Okay. Did I have permed hair? Have a,
I'm gonna say a hard yes. What do you think, audience? What do you think?
100%.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Ah!
There it is. Which is funny because my hair is like like big and curly on its own now, but when I was growing up, it was dead straight. So I did have a perm, but I didn't have the straight up bangs that everyone in my school had, like the fan. So they'd turn their head and it was all flat, but they had this gorgeous headdress of bangs. So I didn't have that. What's that?
But you couldn't afford a koala clip?
I couldn't afford a koala clip. My mom wouldn't do that, but she'd pay for a perm, which was very expensive and smelled really bad.
Yeah. All right, number 4, moving right along. Overalls. Overalls.
Yeah.
I'll say yes. I mean, I feel like yes.
I mean,
And
absolutely.
I also feel like you had a twin, too.
How could you not? Who does not do overalls?
Yes, I had overalls.
I knew it. Yeah, I'm killing it. Okay. Number 5, Madonna gloves.
Oh. Wow.
At what age? What kind of situation are we talking about here?
Those. I'm going to say no.
In the kind of like Photoshop?
They're right there. You can look
like,
up. You
like
can see
every
them.
day.
Like, okay, when would you be wearing these Madonna gloves? Are we talking about like dance party? Photoshop?
I'm not giving anything away.
Yeah.
This is you and Jay going head to head.
I'm saying no because I think there's just been a lot of yeses. I mean, I feel like you did it, but I want to say no. I'm saying no.
I'm saying, judging on my
You're saying you're
interactions
drunk.
here, no.
I wore them to my prom.
What?
Yep.
No,
They
it's
were
not.
black. I had like all the prom dresses had like, what's that word? They were shimmery. And yeah, short and big around. And then I had my Madonna gloves.
Where's that picture?
And I looked for it, but I couldn't find it. I think I buried it at some point in shame.
All right. Number 6, published a zine.
Elaborate.
It's
So
not.
for those who don't know, zines were what weirdos used to find each other before the internet existed.
Yeah. It's
And
not
so
a
how we
magazine,
could all
it's a zine.
talk
So it's
to
like
each
a
other
self-published
about
little,
our
like,
weird
book.
interests. So like a Reddit, but in
punk
print that
shops,
your
record
friend
shops,
copied
there'd be,
for
like-
free at Kinko's on a night shift.
Now it's like a magazine full of like sad poetry. I'm gonna say you're a creative person. I'll say yes. Yeah.
I'm going to say you have other interests. I'm going to say no.
You are correct. I did not publish a zine.
But did you make one? Did you make
My
one?
ex-husband did. It was called Bacchus, and it was about conspiracy theories and drugs, and like how they were trying to oppress us from taking drugs to be good worker bees.
We got 2 more.
Next time.
A zip drive.
Oh. Yeah.
I'll say yes.
I mean, I think she looks like a smart woman. I'm going to say yes.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. How else would you have transferred your data during that 6-month period of time that zip drives were popular?
Yep,
Yes,
yep.
I did.
All
yes,
right.
I did.
Last one. This is for all the marbles. Hot paints or hot pants?
Hot pants. Hot pants.
You're gay. You don't know
I
what that
don't know,
means.
yeah. Well, I thought it was like puff paints, which I definitely did.
Yeah. Hot pants and tights.
Hot pants and
A
tights.
la Parker Posey and Party Girl.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's a big. What do you think, audience? That's a big yes from me.
It's an obvious yes from me.
Yes, I had leather. I had leather ones, and during the 3 months I could wear them, I looked really hot.
Yes, you did.
And I didn't fit into them for long. So,
Oh, man.
thank you so much, Lauren.
Give it up for Lauren.
Happy birthday. And if you go up there, they'll give you 2 free tickets to come back to Curious Comedy for free sometime.
You're welcome.
Where'd you go, Kayla? Give it up
That
for
was
Lauren
trending
and her
topic.
birthday. That was super fun.
That was trending topics.
Oh, sorry. She like came over. I'm like, what are you gonna do?
That was
trending topics.
Trending topics. Things we were talking about.
Yeah.
I love Bill McKinley.
That's the most flustered I've ever seen you, Bill. I think you're like, is she gonna kiss me? I kind of hope so.
No, I kind of hope not. It's like, no.
Your girlfriend wouldn't like it. Your girlfriend wouldn't like it. All right, that was fun. It was fun.
That was really fun.
It was fun to go down memory lane of my high school years.
Koala clip. I haven't thought about a koala clip in never.
Yeah, I probably would have forgotten had it not been tied to my first major shame bout.
Wow. Wow.
All right, well, now we've had good times and laughs, and now I think I'm ready for a little music. You guys ready for some music?
Yes. Music, culture.
Yeah, our musical guest is an amazing performer. We're so excited to have her here. She is going to be performing solo. She also performs with a band called Kids. So keep your eye out for that. They have a gig coming up April 20th at the Fixture.
Whoa.
Yeah, please welcome to the stage, Kris Doty.
Oh, hey. That show is going to be April 18th.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
But show up 2 days late.
Shiver with delight. Ain't nothing short of earthquake that would make me leave tonight. Ooh, what a long bated breath.
Yeah, there's so much old Portland. I know everyone loves to like rag on Portland changing and growing, but there's still so many cool people like that here, and there's one. So she's gonna come back, play another song before the show's over, and then just for you, our live studio audience.
Lucky you.
After the show, we're gonna take a quick break, and then she's gonna come back out and do a set just for you all here live. So stick around for that. Very, very special.
Yeah. I liked her shoes.
I liked everything. Like, that's all my favorite things. Large, unwieldy instruments, pedals, everything. It's so awesome. And speaking of exciting things, I'm very excited to bring out our first interview guest.
She's incredible.
She plays Pam on Archer and has been doing that for years. She's a wonderful improviser, writer, actor, just human. Please welcome to the stage, Amber Nash. Come on over. Why don't you sit next to me, Amber?
Oh, why not?
It's the long way around.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Nice.
Are you cozy?
I am. This is a very comfortable couch.
It is. It's deep though. We should get a little pillow or something.
Yeah.
For the littler people. It's perfect for Jay.
It is.
How tall are you? 6'4"?
6'4".
How tall are you, Amber?
I am 5'7".
I'm not lying.
Who said he's lying?
Oh, no, I'll give you one guess.
She's chosen. It's my birthday. I can say what I want from the darkness.
He's not 6'4". Well, I am.
It's nice to see you, Amber.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here. I've had so much fun in Portland.
Yeah, she's been playing in shows here.
Yeah.
You're curious.
Yeah.
And I heard you had a photo shoot.
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow?
Yes, I'm very
God.
excited.
With Mr. Andy Batt.
Andy Batt, he's such a crazy genius.
Yeah, another like Portland example of Portland at its finest. Andy Batt's like a world-renowned photographer. He's done shoots for comedians and improvisers, all here in Portland for like nothing because he loves comedy. He did one for us where like we looked like we had been through the dust. You know, we were sort of dirty, and every speck of dust was in perfect focus.
Yeah, and everything has this like insane, like intense backstory.
Yes.
I was like, I kind of want to do this thing, and then he sends me like a script that's like 20 pages long, and I'm like, what is this? And he's like, oh, it's just ideas. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah, he always wants it. It's like a frame from a movie that nobody's ever seen.
Yeah.
So he creates sets and builds these amazing sets and everything.
So cool.
Yeah. Can you talk about the concept, or you want to hold that up?
I can totally talk about it. So in Atlanta, I started a show called Vaviana Bardot's Famous Sex Party. And it's
Wait, what was that?
Vaviana Bardot, which is a name that I made up that sounds fancy. A famous sex party. So she has like sex parties at her mansion. So it's like a burlesque show and a variety show kind of mashed up. So I'm doing photos as Vaviana, but also as Amber. And then we're gonna like put them together like it's in a show, and I'm like her stage manager, kind of.
Great.
So Amber's gonna be like horribly plain, and then Vaviana's gonna be like just ridiculously over the top. That's gonna be super fun.
And it's like super, you'll have both of them together, like a composite. That's great.
That's so great. And you said this show for you helped you sort of explore a different relationship with your body.
Yeah, because I was like, what am I terrified of? Let's make a show about it. So I was like, getting naked is terrifying to me. So I'm gonna make a bunch of other people do it, and then that'll make me brave enough to do it. And so I host it, and we get like a bunch of comedians basically to learn how to take their clothes off in front of people that want to do it. We don't force them to do it.
Consent's important.
And then finally I was like, I'm gonna do a number. And so it was me trying to figure out like what kind of nudity I was comfortable with, because it's like some people can just do like totally nude stuff, but then there's like ways to do your own thing that you're comfortable with. Like I was like, well, I can show my boobs, I don't care about that, or like I can show like a butt cheek. So I like basically
one
made
is
a
okay, but
costume.
2 is too much.
2 is too much.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Because one butt cheek, people don't know what that is. It could be anything. On its own, nobody knows what it is.
Could be an arm flap. It could be anything.
Totally.
Is that a spleen?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you do pasties or just full?
Yeah, pasties.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Is
that's
that
kind
the
of
law
like
in Georgia?
It is actually. If you're selling alcohol, you can't have full nudity.
No.
And in fact, there's a great strip club called the Pink Pony. And whenever you go there, because of the liquor laws in Georgia, if you order a drink, you have to have food with it. So they give you a drink, and then they give you 2 of the 6-pack of like crackers. So there's just crackers every fucking where. They're like crushed under people's feet. They're like on the strippers' boobs. Like there's just crackers cracker dust everywhere.
Oh.
Come to Atlanta, it's great.
Yeah,
That
the
sounds
grown-up
hot.
filthy version of Cheerios and
Exactly,
kids.
exactly,
There's
yeah.
crackers everywhere.
Yeah.
You guys also have the Claremont.
The Claremont Lounge,
Yeah, which is a lot like Mary's here, but more extreme.
Yeah.
Wasn't the building was condemned and everyone just was like, no.
Yeah.
And so they just opened it back up.
Yeah.
Like you walk on it, you can feel the dry rot
Yeah.
under your feet, like you might fall through.
And they
it.
still allow smoking in a lot of bars in
That's
Georgia. And there's carpet.
Progressive.
Yeah,
It's
right.
carpet.
It's carpeted. People have been smoking in there since the 40s. Like, it's a terrifying and wonderful place.
Yeah.
The bar, I think, is made out of duct tape. And the strippers like have been there for a really long time, like since the 40s,
Yeah,
as long as the
yeah.
carpet's been
Yeah.
there.
It's a nice, it's a empowering,
Yeah.
all bodies are beautiful kind of place. For sure.
Totally, yeah.
I think when I was there was somebody with like matches and
Oh yeah,
nipple
yeah,
rings
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, I think
tricks with
she's
that.
passed away.
Okay.
I don't.
She did look like she
R.I.P.
was about 85. So
She's passed on. Yeah, that's
Doing what she loves.
lots of fun stuff.
yeah. And you're born and raised Atlanta.
Born and raised Atlanta.
and you
yeah.
get to work on Archer from there.
Yeah, they make the show in Atlanta. When they first started, there was like 5 dudes in a dirty house making this cartoon, and now there's like 250 employees. It's pretty great. And
Yeah.
they have a relationship with SCAD, which is Savannah College of Art and Design. So they're just like picking kids right out of college that like go into this really sweet animation job. It's pretty cool what they're doing. Because a lot of animation gets like shipped off like overseas because it's cheaper, but they do it all in Georgia.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And Matt, the writer, is
Adam.
Adam.
Yeah.
And Matt, the producer.
Matt's the producer, yeah.
But Adam writes every episode.
Yeah, up until season 10, he's written every single episode. So
Which is really unusual
Yeah.
in any kind of production.
yeah,
to be able
he's
to
gone
create.
insane.
Yeah.
He's literally gone insane. Yeah.
And the show has like really taken turns. How many people are like Adam and Archer fans?
Sallie.
Super fun. And if you don't know, like they got to know Amber and then just started writing Pam to bring out Amber's inner self.
Totally,
I think
totally.
there's a lot of Pam
me in
in
there.
you.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like your alter ego.
Yeah, whenever I need extra strength, I wish that I was as ballsy as Pam, but I'm not. But sometimes when I need extra strength, I'm like, what would Pam do? What would she do? A lot of coke. Or drink until she passes out, which I do pretty regularly.
In the South, you're from Georgia.
Yeah.
You're born and raised.
Yeah.
When we did the show last night, you played a character who is spouting off conspiracy theories. That everyone was like, what a genius. She made up 1 million conspiracy theories, rapid fire, and later we discovered that's just your dad.
That's just my dad. Like he had literally just, like hours before I was on stage last night, sent me a very long video with like conspiracies about chemtrails and lots of pictures and lots of, it's just, I have a bug out bag that my dad gave me, which is like a, shit's going down, take this bag and get out. It's got like anti-radiation tablets in it. It's got like a change of clothes from like 10 years ago, so I don't think I'd be able to wear them anymore.
Did your dad pick those out? He's like, she'll like this.
She's gonna love it.
In the apocalypse, I know Amber.
Yeah. Yeah. And like a multi-tool so I could dig dig holes to poop in, I guess. I don't exactly know what I need the tool for, but
There's a story you told me, I hope it's okay to bring out about your
go
wedding.
for it. Yeah.
About your mom.
Wait, which one was it? Oh, the cake?
Yeah.
Oh God, my mom, bless her. Bless her heart.
First the toast. So Amber, is surrounded by hilarious people at Dad's Garage and theater. You've performed at Dad's for how long?
Since like 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
how old is
almost
Dad's?
20 years.
25 years?
25. Yeah, it'll be 25 years.
So
this
they're
year.
one of Curious Comedy's like mentors. It's like we want to be like you guys. You guys have been around forever. So they're, and Archer, and so she has all these friends that are doing toasts that are hilarious at your wedding, and your mom's reaction was.
No, my mom's like, well, I've got something to say. And she like takes a mic that's like one of these, like a lav mic. So she's not like holding it right. She's like holding this mic pack and like, she's been drinking all night and she doesn't drink. And so she's got the mic and she's like, everybody's making a bunch of jokes about marriage, but let me tell you, and she's been married to my dad for 50 years coming up this year. Let me tell you, it's a lot of work, and things are terrible a lot of the time. We're like trying to celebrate our wedding, and it was just very odd.
It's not a joke.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
And then on the way home, after she made that great speech, they get in the car, and my dad's driving home, and he hasn't been drinking because he stopped drinking 30 years ago when my mom stopped drinking too. And he looks over, and she's sitting in the passenger seat, and she has the top of our cake that she's going to go put in the freezer, and we're going to eat it a year later on our anniversary. And my mom's just like eating it with her hands. It's like, wow, 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 eating it. And I found this out later because she was like, don't you tell Amber. And then my sister found out, and everybody's like, we have to keep this secret. Like, I care. And so then my mom like went to all this trouble to like contact the bakery and get them to make a new one so that I would never know that she drunkenly ate it on the way home.
I just have the image of her like, they think marriage is so funny. You don't deserve this cake.
That's
And then
exactly
later,
my
what
mom.
have I done?
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
wakes up like covered in cake in the morning.
Oh boy, she's the best.
Did you learn your aesthetic skills from your mom?
A little bit, actually more from my dad. My dad's
Really?
he would never call himself an artist, but he like when I was a kid, he would always have like some kind of car that he was restoring. So he's very like into like color and design and like antique kind of stuff. So I learned a lot of it from my dad, my joy of antiques and design.
Yeah, so what you guys don't know is like she has this, in addition to being hilariously funny and beautiful and talented and a wonderful human, she also has this visual, her home is like beautiful, everything is perfect and clever and creative, and you're stylish and your dress. And here's an example from this year. Amber found out that in the 50s and 60s, it was a thing for women to, you got those slides, Anthony? To take photos with their Christmas trees.
It's so funny.
Like,
Why did people do that?
I love that lady lurking behind her tree like a cat about to pounce it. And so this was just a thing, and Amber, that's the one
those
that you
gloves.
actually,
Oh.
It's a very fancy thing. And so Amber, yeah, isn't it adorable? They're very proud of their tree. They're full of joy, obviously, these ladies. So this year, Amber decided to take a photo with a Christmas tree every day.
Yeah, I promised that I'd do it every day for a month. And then once I started doing it, I was like, this is a lot of fucking work. Because I had to find different Christmas trees, right? Like, I couldn't always do it in front of my Christmas tree. So and I had to, like, get dressed every day, which I don't usually do.
Right.
Like, most days I wear pajamas all day.
But here's some examples of Amber and various Christmas trees. There's her
Oh, that's at the
husband,
Floyd County party. Yeah, that's where they make archers.
Yeah, it's nice that there's a, just, yeah. I love that one. You were feeling sassy that day.
Oh, yeah.
You and
Watch out.
Carol.
Yeah, that's my dog, Carol.
Yeah. Is that your tree?
That's my tree, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have two
sure.
trees at my house because my husband doesn't like a gaudy Christmas tree. He likes it like really sparse, like we're poor people. And I'm joking, I'm joking. He likes like a country, like
My
a
tree was
homegrown.
pretty sparse.
Jay grew up in Gresham, so.
We had to cut it down ourselves.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, that's
No,
the kind
it's
of
not.
Christmas
Hail
tree
Satan.
like.
Just
Okay,
a couple
anyway.
more. Yeah. I think that's my favorite.
That's just at a weird tree in our neighborhood.
It
And people are
reminds
like,
me of that lady behind her tree in the
who is
darkness.
this weird lady?
Yeah. All right. Those are all the Amber and Christmas trees.
Yeah.
Did you have to kind of like find people? You're like, hey, I'm coming over for your
Yeah, and
Christmas
people are
tree.
like, God, this Christmas tree thing, would you stop, please?
It's January 3rd.
Right? And my husband's like, oh, I gotta take all these stupid pictures of you and this
All
Christmas
right.
tree.
Yeah, that's Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the most enthusiastic human being
really
about
is.
everything. Like, what? What do you
So
want? Let's
wonderful.
do it. So we have a game we want to
Okay.
play with you, and we need an audience
This one,
member.
right here.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, look at those shoes. Talk about,
my gosh. Okay,
talk
what are we
about
doing?
style. We
Okay.
should open these up. So we just got a bunch of random items,
Okay.
and we're gonna give you guys 1 minute.
Okay.
And Jay.
Yeah.
And, sorry, what's your name?
Annie.
Annie. Let's give a round of applause for Annie.
She's so cute.
So this will be our craft table.
Okay.
And you guys will have 1 minute to make something beautiful
Oh.
out of these things we bought. At
Am I
the very
putting them
fancy.
on Annie, or are we doing it together?
You're each doing your own project.
Oh,
And then we're
okay.
going to vote on whose is the best.
Hey,
And
cool.
who did the best job. So Jay, you come over here too.
I'm ready.
Oh my god.
Here, we got some toilet paper.
Oh, some sexy petals.
Great. All right, Anthony, can we get 1 minute on the
boy.
clock?
So we're just making a thing.
You're just gonna make a thing. There's some
Okay.
balloons.
Okay. Okay.
Annie, you seem like you're an Archer fan.
I am.
Did you specifically come here to see Amber?
I don't want to be weird, but yes.
That's not weird at all.
Yeah, Amber
Just
hates
don't follow
it
me
when
back to my
people like her.
Airbnb.
Do you have a Christmas tree? Oh, okay. Well,
Oh.
that was your end. That was it.
Guess we can't be friends. I've started already. Has the minute started?
Yeah, she's cheating. You guys should get over here.
Okay,
Toilet
sure.
paper and stuff. I was just trying to make conversation while I get these together. The clock has started. Go!
Okay, well, we have to win.
I love that Annie wants to meet Amber, but came up and said, I have to win. My gosh. You only got 1 minute. You got 37 seconds
Oh, it's a good
remaining.
thing I have these sponges. This stuff is the best.
Here's some combs. All right. 10 seconds. You got time down for 10.
You can do it!
7, 6, 5, 4.
3, 2, 1. Stop crafting!
All right, go back and have a seat. Have a seat,
pretty
Amber.
good.
Have a seat, Annie. Annie probably can't hold the mic because her together. Here, hold it for- Wow, Jay. Let's start with you, Jay. Looks like you got something together. over
Yeah,
there.
this is a abstract portrait of the artist Carrot Top.
I see it.
I see, yeah.
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. All right, Jay. Excellent. All right, Annie's kind of cheating because she's still working on it over there.
Wow.
Go ahead, Annie. What do you got?
So, mine is very into lemons.
Oh.
So it's a lemon Christmas.
Oh, do you know what this reminds me of? I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of information that you don't want to know about me. But I've always had small breasts. But when I was a kid, I had inverted nipples. So I had like the most hilarious boobs, and that's what this little guy reminds me of. He's like so sad.
Yeah, Annie. Let's give it up for Annie.
Yeah.
Annie's remake of your lemon boobs.
Yeah, my little
Amber
lemon
sad
boobs.
lemon boobs. That's what we'll call that.
Yeah.
All right, Amber, what did you make?
This is what I made. I also used to work with troubled teens as a counselor, and this is something that you would find that like a kid would make that was in a group home. Just like toilet paper and a cone. It's like something's got to make me happy.
real.
Wow.
That's life, guys.
I'm not sure if the darkness of that makes it better or worse, Amber.
I don't know either.
All right, so I'm going to let you guys decide. I'll hold my hand over each person's head. You guys will cheer the most for your favorite, but give everyone a little love because they all worked hard. Is it Jay's Carrot Top? Is it Amber's Lemon Bird? Is it Amber's really sad story? No, Amber, you came in last. Annie,
Okay.
you are the winner! Yay!
Wow.
That's amazing. Here, you can keep that. I'm gonna take that. Thank you. And you win a night with Amber in her Airbnb tonight.
I still have inverted
nipples. But you can also go up front and get yourself some tickets to come back to Curious Comedy.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you,
Oh, did you
Amber,
want- did you
so
want
much.
straw?
Amber Nash, everybody.
There you go. Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah, we'll have lots of prizes for you guys later.
Nice. Yeah. We'll get you a photo with Amber.
We'll put yours in here like a bouquet. There it is.
Carrot
Can't
top.
forget that carrot top.
What's up next, Stacey?
We have another interview with another amazing Southern comedian woman.
Oh my God.
Yes. This person has been, somebody said Amy Schumer. No, better. Way better. This person, and I like Amy Schumer, but that's how great this person is. She's on Mad TV. She's on the show The Comedians. She's been on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend most recently. She is an incredible writer, actor, comedian. Please welcome to the stage, Stephnie Wier.
Yeah.
Better than Amy Schumer, Stephanie.
No.
Yeah. Just want you to know that.
I think we need a round of applause for the shirt.
Yeah.
Like the embroidery, it's just so beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you so much. As I was walking out the door, my son was like, "Don't forget the necklace we bought you." And so I was like, "Oh, I won't, honey." And anyway, so I've also got this thing on.
Oh, it's pretty.
Well, thank you very much. It doesn't go with my shirt.
So it's on the
Put it
inside,
away.
but it's closer to your heart
That's
there on
really
the
right.
inside.
That's what I'm telling
so. Nice to see you.
So good to see you.
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
So you and Bob did a show here last night. That was
did.
amazing.
Oh, thanks.
You know, we all went out to the bar after, and as I was walking around, this is a testament, I think, to your acting ability and comedic ability. All everyone was talking about was the fact that you played a person who got stung by a bee, was having an allergic reaction. You were able to transform your whole face so you look swollen, and then still flirt while in this condition. And like, Mom, I found a man.
I have a long history with anaphylactic shock. I used to get, it wasn't by bees, but I was allergic to something and we couldn't figure it out.
Really?
And so my face would swell, and so I just pulled from my real life. And like, my face would swell shut. It was,
Did you ever figure out what you were allergic to?
Never did. I finally outgrew it. But I have a memory of being raced to the hospital because my tongue started to swell, in addition to my whole head. And so I don't have any visual memories, just audible memories. Laying there, and there was a little girl next to me at the emergency room who had a fly in her ear. And every time if it fluttered, she would scream, and it would scare the fly.
Oh.
Yes, and yeah, so that was my memory. And then I also remember once I got the EpiPen, and I was in the hospital, and my mother whispered in my ear, "Your doctor is so cute." Oh, Stephnie, I wish you could see him.
How old were you?
I was 16. She wasn't trying to set me
Okay,
up.
it sounds
Okay.
a little
Okay.
like she was trying to set you up.
to this day, she's like, and she's not like one to eyeball men. She was like, he was beautiful.
It seems
all have different
especially
memories.
cruel to be obsessed with the guy when you could not see him.
It
Why
really
could-
did.
your face was that swollen?
The eyes completely shut, lips filled out. My tongue was getting fat, and I started not being able to breathe, which is why they took me in. But yeah, no, it took hours for the swelling to go down in my eyes.
Wow.
And it does now seem like a very cruel thing, like, a UFO just went by. You missed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Or it's like having somebody with their mouth, their jaw, shut, sewn shut, and you're like, oh, this petite Provence tiramisu. Oh, if only you could have it.
Oh.
Of course, I put it in food terms
Right.
because
I
good
get
for me.
I lost vision once.
Do you want to share with us how that
I had a
happened?
virus in my eyes, and vision just gone for 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
Wow.
Were you in jail for shoplifting at the time?
I wasn't. I didn't go to jail.
Oh, okay.
I just got this virus in my eye, and there's nothing to do about it. There's you just have to kind of ride it out. And the whole time, I couldn't see, and it was like very painful. And
I find it sexy.
thank you. But the whole time they're like, your own body is fighting this virus, and your eyes are so sensitive that you could just lose vision, or like you could, and
That's wild.
I
I've never
didn't
heard of
though.
that.
I didn't.
Yeah, it must have been a very scary time for you, Jay.
It was horrible.
Do you need anything right now?
My doctor was hot. Yeah, he was hot. Yeah, I knew because. Never mind.
Because you could.
Don't leave us dangling. Now cough
He's
for
like,
me.
this has nothing to do with your eyes, but this will help.
And I don't know if I have told you this, Stephnie, but you were in the first Second City show I ever saw.
No,
and you were the reason why I was like, I have to do this, and she's so amazing.
That's
and
nice.
Yeah, like you are a huge mentor of mine. And then I didn't see you for a number of years. I didn't live in Chicago. And then I had started studying and performing all the time, and like still you were way up here, and then I saw you again, and then you were like up here, and I was like, fuck, she got better. She's a moving target.
But then I came down here.
Yeah, now you've had kids and stuff, and so
it's
it's
just
like
leveled out.
I'm way ahead of you now.
nothing to be jealous of. You passed me.
But we were having a nice chat last night just about women that we admire in comedy, that people like Barbara Streisand being somebody people don't think about necessarily as a comedic actor.
Right, yeah. I was just showing my kids What's Up Doc, which she is so beautiful, and she's so funny, and so, and good. But yeah, I think we were talking about the idea of like women being in comedy is so rare, but when I was growing up, everyone I looked at was a woman, and so I had this idea that like, it was perfectly normal to watch Lily Tomlin and Carol Burnett and
Mary Tyler Moore. I was
oh my
obsessed
gosh,
with.
yeah, absolutely. And Goldie Hawn. We were
Goldie
talking about,
Hawn, we were
One of
talking
my
about.
number one sheroes, and I mean, is Molly Shannon.
Oh, she's so
And
good.
she like, has transcended comedy, and she's acting, and she's incredible.
I just saw her, in I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's where Katherine Hahn's trying to have a baby. And anyway, it's really, really good.
Awesome.
You guys should watch it. I'm not going to tell you the name.
And we were talking about like how some things didn't age as well. Like you're obsessed with Grease. Apparently.
I am. Yes, I am.
You've seen it over 50 times.
Shared it lots of times.
Then you showed it to your kids.
My daughter, when she was young, we sang the songs, and it was her favorite movie. And then now she's 11, and she's like, this is awful. She's changing for him. Why do they keep making fat jokes about, oh God, now I'm forgetting the girl's name, who's not fat, that does a waka waka waka.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You really love this movie.
I love the movie so much. When I was in high school, I had a dream that there were Easter scenes of Grease that I somehow stumbled on.
Like Easter?
That they had shot scenes.
Do you
on
love Easter and Grease, and your brain
like
combined
Easter
them? Okay.
so much, but there were just hidden, lost scenes from
Oh, I
Grease
see what
that
you're
was. It was like they were on a parade. Anyway, that's how
Like
much
Easter egg things that you secretly found. What?
Well,
Were there songs? Did you write them down? What's
There
your
weren't
opinion
songs.
of Grease 2?
Awful good. No,
He's
just
a cool rider.
A cool rider. That's Michelle Pfeiffer. It's my daughter too was like, this is awful.
Yeah. But we were talking about how like Goldie Hawn movies are all about like this. They just wrote movie after movie about a woman doing something unexpected and being blonde, and you didn't think she'd be able to do it, and then she pulls it off. Mm-hmm. So
Take that, Amy Schumer.
Yeah, yeah. Now, Stephnie, you enjoy a glass of wine from time to time.
I do.
The Vino.
So we have some other guests, but we'd like you to stay here for those guests.
I'd like that.
Okay, great.
Very much.
We're going to bring on the Bottle Blonde podcast, Hallie and Adrien.
Get it
We have so many supplies.
Here, let's share this all together.
Yes, all together.
We're gonna put this one to the side.
Okay.
Okay, this is our secret one.
Okay. Always put the expensive wine on the floor.
On the floor.
Yep.
That's the number one tip.
Number one rule, guys.
Some popcorn.
So, nice to have you.
Thank you so much for having us.
We're
And
really excited to be here.
This is Adrien, and this is Hallie, so you can tell
Give
the
him a round of
difference.
applause. Adrien Warner, Hallie Zmroczek.
Oh my God, I love it when people say my last name right.
It took me 1 week to learn how to say it.
I'm glad you put the time in.
I did,
You worked for it.
Yeah.
You got all those consonants right together.
I was going to say, when you read it, it really just looks like a street in Amsterdam.
Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much.
And so you two have a wine podcast.
We do, yeah. It's we started it almost a year ago in August, and just our love of wine and our friendship
Yeah.
birthed this beautiful thing.
Yeah, so we wanted to learn more about wine, but a lot of people are very stuffy about it, so we wanted to create a medium which was funny and educational at the same time, because we both do improv. So it's a little bit mixture of education and improv.
Yeah.
And you went wine tasting today.
We did. We went
did.
to McMinnville.
So you guys are wasted right
Yeah,
now.
right.
You wouldn't know it.
I took
Just like Lauren and her friends.
Way to go, Lauren.
I should not be encouraging them.
I took a micro nap earlier, and I woke up and I was like, it's tomorrow.
I like those. So what did you bring us?
Well, today we brought for you the #1 grape in the entire world is Chardonnay.
Oh, Chardonnay.
It's like the #1 grape?
It's the most widely planted grape.
Okay, so it's the most common.
It's the most
grape.
common. It's
Okay.
not necessarily the most consumed, but it
Okay.
is the most common, and it's a very it's kind of like a winemaker's grape. It can be expressed in so many different ways, and so we brought two varieties, one from France and one from California, to show you how different they can be.
And typically in wine, you're going to hear people refer to the old world and the new world, and you're going to be like, oh, what the hell does that mean? So when someone says old world, it's just Europe. That's it, you guys. And then the new world is literally everything else. So the new world is like Australia, it's the United States, it's Chile,
It's Newburgh.
it's Newburgh.
It's done.
It's New Mexico, it's New Jersey. I don't know if New Jersey makes wine, actually.
It's
They
not
might.
Africa, though. It's not Africa.
South Africa.
Is it considered the New World?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was the origin of the world. Was
I know.
Africa.
It's
I'm just saying.
backwards.
The European terms, I guess.
Well,
for
Europe thinks everything's about it. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we were the start, and everything else was new to us as we. Okay. Anyway.
So we're gonna show you how two different grapes are gonna taste very different.
Can balloons be used as palate cleansers? Is that
Yeah,
common?
suck on a balloon. Sure.
So first we have something from France, and as you can may or not see, there is a lot of shit going on this label in another language that you're like, I don't want that. I want to go pick the thing that's got a fucking flip-flop on it. AKA, don't do that. Look at any wine with a foot, a fish, just avoid pictures with the F things. So most Chardonnays that you're going to be used to having at happy hour, which everybody seems to have a Chardonnay for happy hour, are going to be really big. So this French wine was aged in stainless steel, which means that it's not going to have any extra flavors. All the flavors are just going to come from the grapes. These are really old. This is in Burgundy, France, which doesn't say that at all, pretty much. It says wine of Burgundy, and you're just like, oh, how am I supposed to know that's Chardonnay? Because that is what that particular region grows.
Yeah.
So how would you know that? You just have to do your research. If you're really interested in learning about wine, don't try and taste 16 different things from 5 different countries. Just focus on one thing at a time and expand your knowledge of that and go from there.
So the steel doesn't add flavor the way that the can does to my Diet Coke? Okay, all right.
I don't drink a lot of Diet Coke.
I don't believe you, but we'll see.
But
Well,
yes.
I want to play a game.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie Somme? Have you guys seen that documentary on the sommeliers? So Stephnie,
Yes.
you are going to be the somm. So we want you to smell it, taste it, enjoy it, and let us know as you're consuming it what you're discovering about this Chardonnay.
I caught myself doing what my dog does just before I give him a treat. Okay, so I'm.
This wine.
This is so good. I'm like my mother to you right now. This is so good. Okay. I'm tasting grape. I'm so sorry. That was so dumb. It's quite tasty. I'm telling you what flavors I'm tasting,
Yes.
right? Yeah, that's my. It's reminding me of that stuff you sprinkle on your tongue, the candy.
Pop rocks.
No, the pixie sticks.
Yeah, that's the acidity, yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Happiness.
Yeah.
Do you see any pictures in your mind?
Yeah.
Lemon zest.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, am I getting these right?
Oh yeah.
you're doing great.
I'm in AA, so I shouldn't. You know when you lick a postage stamp?
Yeah. The glue?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Glue.
I'm picking up a little bit of that. Yeah.
That's what
I would say that's all. That's it.
Yeah, I'm finding that my first sip, I was like, this is delicious. I could drink a lot of it. And by the third, I was like, this is like licking stamps. And I might die soon. That's what I felt like.
Well, tell us a little bit about the wine.
Yeah.
So this wine is from Burgundy, which is a famous Chardonnay region in France. When you're looking at French wine, you're going to see Macon a lot, which means it's from a village. So the village is where they grow the grapes, and then it'll tell you somewhere on the bottle, either on the label, which I've taken off, or down here, the winery that is sourcing those grapes from the village and then making the wine on the property. This one was aged sur lie, which means on the lees. So when a wine goes through fermentation, it creates yeast, and that yeast dies in the process of fermentation, and it sinks to the bottom. The French actually coined, that's not the right word, but I'm going to say it anyway. They coined sur lies. So, and then it spread to the New World after that. So that's why on this wine you might also get some toasty, like bready type things like sourdough bread.
That's probably what I don't like.
Which is, yeah, it is. It's very tart, which you're not really used to with.
Yeah.
That's what the sourdough taste is. It's stampy.
It's because this wine sat on yeast for a long time before it was put in the bottle. So we have the vintage up here. It's a 2017. Chardonnays can age a long time depending on if it's oaked or stainless steel. A stainless steel Chardonnay you're probably going to want to drink within a couple of years of the vintage. The vintage being on the bottle, and that's when it was made, when the grapes were picked and when they did that. That's what you're going to.
It's the fancy word for year.
Exactly. So we have an episode on Chardonnay on our podcast, which goes a little bit more into depth about how Chardonnay is made into a region. But Adrien, you should talk about your
Yeah,
California
absolutely. So we have, a different. That's a fun noise that we have. We have a different
more
Chardonnay.
glasses?
We don't have more glasses. You got to
Can
finish
we jump them in
first.
here?
If you want.
Okay.
Yeah, go in there.
My retainer was in there.
I should have let Lauren finish it.
So we have a very different.
I think she left. I think I was teasing her too much.
I did.
She won't remember it.
So we have a very different expression of the same exact grape. This one is from Sonoma in California. Everybody knows Sonoma County. This is going to be a very.
pour, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
This is going to be a very traditional. When you think
gonna be honking a lot tonight.
of Chardonnay, you think of these big flavors. You think it's big wine, and it's going to taste like our snack on the end,
Yes.
like some buttery popcorn.
And we'll get to why, this tastes
So-
like butter in a second.
This one is it's a 2016, and the lovely thing about New World, and especially American labels, is you know what you're buying. Because it says the year on it, it says the varietal on it, it has all the information right here. So it's really, really easy to look up. This wine has gone under a process called malolactic fermentation, which is a bacteria that changes the malic acid in the wine into lactic acid, and that is a rounder, buttery flavor that's going to impart those notes of buttered popcorn, that kind of big, rounded flavor into it. So I'm sure you guys can taste that just a little bit.
Yeah, so malolactic fermentation creates the process dicetyl, and dicetyl is the butter flavor that is in your microwave popcorn. So that's why. So this is a natural dicetyl, and this is a fake dicetyl. But they go both, you know, what grows together tastes great together, and what is made in a factory together tastes good.
Master Sommelier, what do you think?
Yes.
Bacteria. Delicious. Oh gosh, let's see. I'm really bad at this.
You're doing great. You named 3 flavors in that first one, and that is a really good way to learn about wine.
Is stamp glue an actual thing?
Sure. If you taste,
people say rubber hose.
People say rubber
It's
hose.
so subjective. That's
If
the
you-
thing. That's what's so great about wine tasting and wine is there's really no right or wrong thing to say. Like what you smell is what you smell, and that's okay.
That
say
just
it,
means
believe
you have
it.
a memory of that smell.
It's not bad, but if you've ever taken fingernail polish off of your nails and then you like eat something and you get a taste, that's what I'm picking up. And not in a bad way.
This is higher alcohol than that other one.
That's what I'm.
Yeah.
when
This
I-
one is a 13%. This is a 13.9, which is really, really high for a white
And that's
wine.
what gives it that acetone residue.
Yeah, which is called volatile
That's
acidity.
excellent. That's excellent.
Which is also a fine wine. If
Yeah. When I can't afford wine, I just rub on acetone.
There it is.
Sip it right out of the bottle.
All right. Awesome.
We've got one more if we have
Yes.
time.
All right.
This
Here,
is our
ooh,
surprise.
Steph, down that.
I can't.
Trying to
You
get
can use
it
it
I
back.
am waiting for this last.
Oh, this is where you really get to show off your skills.
I feel confident.
Okay. This is our final wine for the night in our very lovely
You guys, I did that wrap job
homemade
myself.
secret
I'm very
wrapping.
proud.
I get to guess where it's from and what year.
Yeah, we're gonna do a blind
Wow.
tasting.
I've never
which
seen
is-
red
Oh, it's a
Chardonnay.
red. This is my team.
This is your
Yeah.
jam.
Team Red.
You'll get a generous pour.
All right.
Who's been
Just-
out there, just by applause, who's been wine tasting before? Who's been
Keep going. Support local farmers and all they're doing. It's so magical.
I was just telling these guys, I was in Oklahoma for a family reunion, and we went to a winery called Girls Gone Wine.
Was it all women on the?
It was 3 best friends who started a winery in Oklahoma from the grapes at the grocery store.
Yes, the Oklahoma AVA.
That's also another red flag. Wine from Oklahoma.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what came over you that you were like, we gotta go wine tasting. Let's go to Oklahoma and do it.
Well, we were there for a family
Okay.
reunion, and so we had to drink.
had
So
to find one.
Stephanie,
I
we
love
want
it.
we want you to tell what type of wine this is. I mean, we know it's
okay.
red.
Oh wow.
So look at the color, and sometimes that'll help
In these
identify for
fine
you.
glasses.
These fine.
I think this is a 1974 Manischewitz.
Whoa.
God damn it, Stacey!
It smells like my best friend's bat mitzvah.
Master Sommelier, what do you think?
A Syrah or a Zin?
I think you're
Go lighter.
a little
Lighter than that?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Syrah's a pretty big grape that's going to be more purple. 'Cause
Darker?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this
that's
is more
right.
red.
Mhm. Yes, exactly. It was the residue white wine that I was tasting. A Pinot then?
Here, it might help if you drink it through this.
This
Whoa.
is a 2016 Pinot Noir from the Yamhill Carlton. It's a Monk's Gate. So if you got any monkey flavors in there.
It's actually
always
next
like
to
Pinot.
the vineyard is
don't?
next to an abbey, and so before they planted the vines there, the monks would go like contemplate life's mysteries like on that soil. So
And this is our gift to you
yes,
for winning that
Oh,
challenge.
for me?
Yeah, you get to keep that.
Awesome. Oh.
and
Where did Lauren go? Lauren,
check out their podcast, Bottle Blondes podcast.
On iTunes, on all the places you get.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they took their stuff. I didn't want my desk to look messy.
Oh, what's going on next?
We're closing in to the end of this wonderful, wonderful show. You guys ready for a little stand-up comedy?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to it. This guy came in last minute, which is great because we had everyone's getting sick in Portland and probably everywhere. And he's so funny, one of Portland's funniest.
Definitely.
Please welcome to the stage, Adam Posse.
Adam Posse.
Adam.
We love you. Get over there.
Hello. It's good to be here. Give it up to these guys in the show. It's been an amazing show so far. Very happy to be in Portland. I just got back from a trip to Austin. Yeah, which is like if you planted a Portland in Texas, that's what would grow out. Austin is like a Whole Foods with a gun section. An organic gun section. Where you can purchase a 12 gauge and use buckshot made of flaxseed. That's what it's like over there. Austin is like having a flamboyantly gay uncle. That's just a little bit racist. It just, not generally racist a little, just specifically, like he has a black boyfriend, but if you give him some beers, he'll say weird shit about Filipinos. That's what Austin's like. It's like Jay. It's like Jay Flewelling. That's what Austin's like. I'm from Gresham too, bro. I love being there. Being there touches my heart culturally because whenever I'm in Austin, I feel more in tune with and more proud of my Mexican heritage than I do whenever I'm anywhere else, which is beautiful. Thank you very much, but it's weird because I'm Samoan. So, yeah, one night I was at a bar that gave out free tacos. My homeboy Louie bought me some tequila, and next thing I know, I was Googling the true meaning of Cinco de Mayo with tears in my eyes. Slamming shots and yelling out, Viva la raza, and I don't know what that means, so please respect my journey, this transitional period of my life. Just before I left for this trip, I celebrated my 38th birthday. Thank you very much. To be more specific, I celebrated by getting drunk and making out with a male friend of mine. Not that big a deal. It's 2019 in Portland. I have for quite some time believed that gender and sexuality are fluid things. Thank you, I made that up myself. And in addition to that, I binge drink to the point where it doesn't matter what I believe. So, whatever my beliefs may be, they are alcohol soluble, I can tell you that much. Portland liberal me, conservative Christian me. Both those guys kiss the same amount of dudes after 5 shots of whiskey. I'll kiss a man, that's nothing. I'll kiss him on a dare, if I think he's hot, what's up, Jay? Or I'll kiss a guy if he just had the last bite of something I wanted. My friend, on the other hand, does not share my views on this subject. He was a little shook up. I didn't find out about it till 2 days later. He pulled me aside and he goes, hey man, just so you know, we kissed on your birthday. And I was like, tight. Thank you for the birthday kiss. You're a sweet boy. I took 2 fingers, put them on his lips, held him there like that. And he flipped out a little bit. He was like, I don't think you understand. We use tongue and everything. And I was like, yeah, dog, how do you think I kiss? I'm an adult man. What do you think, I'm just tiptoeing around my own 38th birthday party? Pecking dudes on the cheek like some type of pussy? Absolutely not. I came to play, sir. Not a man of half measures. Therein lies the difference. I'll kiss a male or a female. I bring different energy to kissing a guy, though. When I'm with a lady, it's more tender, compassionate, more me searching, trying to see if there's something between us other than this physical moment we're sharing right now. And I can maybe feel all those things when I'm kissing a guy, but what I felt with every man I've kissed is the spirit of competition. If I'm in your mouth, I'm there to fucking win, Jay. Know that.
I'll let you win. I'll let you win.
It's closer to arm wrestling than it is anything romantic. There is something uncool about this kiss, though. It's the fact that my friend was blackout drunk when it took place. That's not really okay. Unless you look at it from the right angle, because if you look at it from the right angle, it can be very high-level feminism. Okay, I'll explain feminism to this room full of misogynists. Feminism is the fight for equality, is it not? And among the goals in that fight is we want less creepy things to happen to women. And we're not there yet. So I say, in the meantime, to break it a little even, let's do some creepy shit to these dudes, right? A drunken handsy me can be justice if you just point me in the right direction. It's like Republican gun theory. How do you stop a bad dude from hitting on you too aggressively? Send a worse dude to hit on him more aggressively. I've seen people storm out of comedy shows, upset that the person on stage said something insensitive regarding sexual assault. That is completely a prerogative, but I would like to present a second option. That is for you to buy me 5 shots of whiskey. And I'll give that boy some perspective.
Oh, shit.
There's some conflicting messages in that last song. Can't really mess around like that anymore. I got a girlfriend now. She's really great, but we just hit our first rough patch. It was over Girl Scout cookies. It's not like one of us failed to save the other one any. That would be a breakup. We'd have broke up over that. No, I was buying her Girl Scout cookies. I said, how many boxes of Samoas do you want? And she goes, oh, I don't need any of those. I don't like the Samoa cookies. Which, yeah, wrong, obviously. And in addition to that, offensive to me personally. We don't have a lot of media representation out there. It's pretty much The Rock and these cookies once a year. So how about you bite the bullet? Who cares what they taste like? Can you have my back? Here's the worst part about the whole Girl Scout cookie debacle. She only eats the Thin Mints, that's fine. They're the second best cookie. It goes Thin Mint, the genetically superior Samoan ones, as in most things. She doesn't put them in the freezer. Yeah, I've been sleeping next to this monster. With my eyes closed and my guard down, I thought I was laying next to the woman of my dreams. Turns out I've been sharing my blanket with a room temperature-loving cookie racist the entire time. We'll work it out. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Kris Doty, one more time. Thank you so much, Adam. I love those Samoa cookies, Adam. Yeah. All right, one more. We're just gonna bring back our lovely musical guest to bring you one more song, then we'll take a break, and then she'll do a set for you. But to close out the show, please welcome back to the stage, Kris Doty.
Kris Doty.
I do love those Samoa cookies. Yeah.